ado, I would request each one present here to please stand and pay respect to our university song.
सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् कलाशास्त्रवाणिज्यशाखा विरूढा अमूढा विमुक्ता विहङ्गा वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् सत्यं वदामो धर्मं चरामो नयामो निरं दुःखभारं लयम् सत्यं वदामो धर्मं चरामो नयामो निरं दुःखभारं लयम् सकारीरकानां सदा जागृतानां भविष्येत् तस्मात् वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् युवास्या बलिष्ठो युवास्यादरिष्टो युवात्वेनिष्ठो विभूया स्वयम् युवास्या बलिष्ठो युवास्यादरिष्टो युवात्वेनिष्ठो विभूया स्वयम् यदि स्यात् युवा राष्ट्रकर्तव्यनिष्ठा समानेर्दत्वं वियोगत्रयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् वन्दामहे भारतं पूजनीयं स्वदेशात् परं नास्ति देवालयम् वन्दामहे भारतं पूजनीयं स्वदेशात् परं नास्ति देवालयम् अत्रैव सर्वे प्रतिष्ठापयामो ममत्वेन साधं समत्वं वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् कलाशास्त्रवाणिज्यशाखा विरूढा अमूढा विमुक्ता विहङ्गा वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम्
I request everyone to please take your seats. First and foremost, let me express my gratitude to each and every one of you who have taken your time out to be here today. Your presence reflects a mutual commitment towards the holistic development of our nation's education policy. The fact that we have such a diverse range of attendees also highlights inclusivity and potential of NEP 2020 to foster collaboration among various stakeholders. With the lighting of the lamp, may darkness be replaced by light, ignorance by knowledge, and sorrow by happiness. I now request our respected guests on the dais to kindly proceed towards lighting the lamp. This auspicious ritual symbolizes enlightenment, knowledge, and wisdom.
एक स्टूडेंट ड्रिंक दे दीजिए आप कम कम
Thank you, dignitaries. What is a program without any cultural event? Should we call our students to grace this program with a beautiful dance performance? I now request Sumita and her team to please grace the stage with their beautiful steps.
मनमुटियन की माला गूंथे हृदय कमल के फूल खिलाए मनमुटियन की माला गूंथे हृदय कमल के फूल खिलाए प्रेम रंग रंगोली सजाए प्रेम रंग रंगोली सजाए मुख चमचमाए रंगों के गम रंगों के गम रंगों के गम सांसों की सरगम गाए सुस्वागतम सांसों की सरगम गाए सुस्वागतम शुभ स्वागतम शुभ स्वागतम शुभ स्वागतम शुभ स्वागतम सांसों की सरगम गाए शुभ स्वागतम
That was a great performance. I don't think it can be a better start to this seminar without their beautiful dance. Thank you, Sumita, and your team. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. We will start off with our felicitation segment now. And to start with the very first felicitation, I would request Honorable Principal of Oriental College of Education, Dr. Sangeeta Nath, to honor our very special chief guest for the seminar, Professor Dr. Loknath Mishra, Head, Department of Education, Mizoram University. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I would once again ask Dr. Sangeeta Nath to honor our guest of honor for the seminar, Professor Dr. Sunita Magre. Ma'am, Head, Department of Education, University of Mumbai. Ma'am has been our guiding light throughout, and I feel privileged to be under her guidance and stand here today as one of her ex-students conducting the seminar today here itself. Now, I also have some role to play. I, being the organizing secretary of the seminar, would take this privilege to felicitate Honorable Principal, Oriental College of Education, and our convener of this seminar, Dr. Sangeeta Nath. Sangeeta ma'am will be a little bit busy also. We have a lot more coming up for felicitations. I would request Sangeeta ma'am to now felicitate Dr. Swarnalata Harichandan ma'am, Principal of HBB College of Education, and one of the oldest supporting pillars of our journey throughout. Yes, ma'am would now felicitate Dr. Snigdha Pradhan ma'am, Principal of SK College of Education. Again, one of the eminent personalities whose presence has always been with us. We have with us our sister fraternity, Principal of HKCE College of Education, the dynamic persona, Dr. Masrat Ali ma'am. Last but not the least, we have with us Mr. Amol Kamble, Principal of Jai Bhagwan College of Education. The clappings won't stop. We have with us our very own principal, Dr. Sudha Rathore ma'am, Oriental College of Pharmacy. And finally, we have Dr. Rupali Jamode ma'am. Once again, congratulations, ma'am. Principal of Oriental College of Law. To be inspired is great, but to inspire is an honor. I invite Dr. Sangeeta Nath ma'am to carry on with the heritage and address the enthusiastic gathering present here.
Very good morning. Honorable Management, President Mrs. Humera Khan J. Ma'am, General Secretary Mr. Wasim J. Khan Sir, Treasurer Dr. Azim J. Khan Sir, Dr. Haider Karar, OES CEO, Chief Guest Dr. Loknath Mishra, Guest of Honor Dr. Sunita Magre Ma'am, Harichandan Madam, Masrat Ali Madam, Pradhan Ma'am, Principals from OCL and OCP, Dr. Rupali Jamode, Dr. Sudharathor Ma'am, Dr. Rupali Jamode Madam, all the paper presenters, all the participants, my dear fellow members, welcome you all to One National Seminar NEP 2020, a roadmap to renovation and inclusion in innovative learning. In this seminar, the wholly purpose, the main objective is to just rethink, revitalize, and just have a rethought on this NEP 2020, what exactly we are going to include with perspective to teacher education part. Education is the cornerstone of any society's development and progress, and it equips individuals with the necessary knowledge and skills to lead and the successful fulfilling of lives and contributing the better for their communities. So in India, NEP 2020, it is a significant milestone that it aims to revolutionize the education system and make it more inclusive and relevant to the need of 21st century. So in this regard, on NEP 2020, it serves a platform to discuss various aspects and implications and renovations and inclusion of Indian education landscapes. So here we include gamification, blended learning, approach to inclusion, and collaborative and cooperative learning as the sub-themes for the seminar. So in my opinion, in the whole thought process, the whole thinking behind the topic, behind the theme of the seminar is just to make our teacher education system and all the students, teachers from different nook and corner of our country, just let them make involved and aware and to know something about this fact, how the teacher education is going to do. In this NEP, this serves as a guiding beacon illuminating the path towards a brighter future where the education is the cornerstone of growth and development. Wish you all the best, and we are feeling very privileged to be a part of this national seminar. I just want to tell you one thing. Though we have, uh, though we have already organized many workshops, seminar, FDPs from the inception of OC since 20 years. But this is the first time we got Icssr sponsorship to conduct a national level seminar. Thank you so much. We have received 40 papers for the publications, which is from New Delhi, Oman, Nagpur, Hyderabad, and Pune, as well as from Navi Mumbai and Mumbai B.Ed colleges, faculty members, principals as well. So we are very happy. Soon we will publish the papers in the Ajanta publication. But throughout the day, we will divide it into two sessions, technical session 1 and technical session 2. And just it is a NEP 2020 seminar. It's not just we have to attend, sit and learn and again forget it. we have to do something, we have to contribute ourselves. So we are on live, YouTube live, and second half we'll also upload our live session in our website. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. And rightly said so. I'm confident that indeed Magre ma'am's wise words will surely reflect upon the next part of our seminar. And once you go back, you will surely be fulfilled with more knowledge than what you have today. I request our guest of honor, my teacher, my guide, Dr. Magre Madam, in the stage.
So, good morning, one and all. Uh, First of all, I congratulate the management and the principal of Oriental Education Society's Oriental College of Education, those who are organizing such a nice theme, that is NEP 2020, a roadmap to renovation and inclusion in learning. Now, in the present situation, we are in the process of implementation of NEP 2020, and we have the excellent expertise. So today's seminar chief guest, Dr. Loknath Mishra, and I am very happy to share with you, Dr. Loknath Mishra ji and me are the very good friends. First time we met, but we talked many times. Yeah. More is, right? So the today's expertise on the subject of this NEP 2020, a roadmap to renovation and inclusion in learning. It's a very nice topic, and it's a need of the hour. And here in this seminar, number of the principals of the colleges of education, they all are my colleague. I'm working since last 15 years. Dr. Swarnalata Harichandan. From last 10 years, we are working in the Board of Studies in Education, University of Mumbai, and we have made a lot of changes in the B.Ed curriculum, M.Ed curriculum, and in the education faculty. Dr. Snigdha Pradhan Madam, Masrat Sahib Ali Madam. Me and Masrat Sahib Ali Madam have friendship from last 15 years. When I was joined in the University of Mumbai Department of Education, she is the first friend or the colleague at the campus colleague, as well as the teaching fraternity. So let's think on this NEP 2020. So I welcome all the participants in this seminar, because Sangeeta told me this is the first seminar sponsored by the Icssr. I know this Oriental College of Education organized various seminars and the workshops also. And they got the funding from the national agency like this Icssr. Previously, I know I was conducted one of the FDP and the funding from the MGNCRE, right? So 5 days FDP program. And I have experience, this college is organized very nice activities, and their contribution is in the field of education is very good. Whatever the changes are required, and when the changes circular is coming from the University of Mumbai, so this college will definitely implement this circular, and whatever the changes are required as per the circular from the University of Mumbai. Now, in the field of education and in the process of implementation of NEP 2020. So what is this NEP 2020? My question is, how many teachers are gone through NEP 2020? At least how many times they read the NEP 2020? This is the very biggest question mark. But my experience is, when we were talking in the light of NEP 2020, so I got same kind of experience, and the sir got same kind of experience. Teachers are not going to the NEP 2020. At present, at least 35% teachers are not in the NEP 2020. So my humble request to all the students and the teachers, please go on through the NEP 2020. Because this is the very nice policy, and the policy, every policy, educational policies are good. But when the policy is good, it is depend upon our implementation. From 1986, 68 first policy, then second is 1986, and third is the revised policy 1992, that is known as the Ramurthy Commission, and this is the after 35 years we got this NEP 2020. And when you go through the NEP 2020, there is a lot of changes, and one of the change, that is the inclusive education, holistic development, skill development. So these are the major changes in the NEP 2020. So how we implement this NEP 2020 and how we are changes in our education system as per the NEP 2020. Change is the continuous process, whichever the required, what we will require, and as per the need of the regional needs, or as well as the need of the students in what area they live. So this NEP 2020 give that kind of the importance. They give the importance of the cultural aspects also. Skill development. Just take one example. Now, we are Indians, and in India, we know from each and every state have a different language, different culture, and they have a lot of skill. So we focus the skill of that state. That is the implementation of NEP 2020. So focus on that skill. When we focus on that skill, definitely we will implement this policy and will get the employment from that skill development. For example, I give the example of this various sculptures or the various skills, like for example, Warli painting. So what is the source of Warli painting? It's a Gujarat, right? Then we focus that Warli painting, how to do it. So each state have a different kind of the skill. So each state give that importance, so they will get all Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat कब बनेगा? When we focus the skill development. From Atmanirbhar Bharat to @2047, हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत, आत्मनिर्भर भारत to विकसित भारत. So there is a lot of changes between the Atmanirbhar Bharat and the Vikasit Bharat. Now in 1947 हमको फ्रीडम मिला, ठीक है. फिर 2047 तक हमने क्या किया है? इसका मतलब ऐसे नहीं कि पहली पॉलिसी में कुछ नहीं था, वही पॉलिसी में था, इसलिए हम आज लोग यहाँ पर खड़े. सर बाबा एज अ चीफ गेस्ट, एज अ एक्सपर्टीज फॉर दिस सब्जेक्ट वहां पर बैठे, मसरत मैडम वहां पर बैठे, संगीता मैडम यहाँ पर बैठे, एंड द स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर. और जो उभरते स्टूडेंट्स है लाइक किनकिनी, सो शी इज माय स्टूडेंट. तो ये जो हम सब बैठे, ये पुरानी पॉलिसी का नतीजा है. बट अभी हमको नए पॉलिसी में किस तरीके से आना है, किस तरीके से हमको फोकस करना है. सो फोकस ऑन द मैटर, क्या करना है ये चाहिए, तो उसके लिए क्या करना है, फिर विकसित भारत बनने के लिए क्या क्या योजना है. सो हैव यू गॉन थ्रू दैट्स ऑल द पॉलिसीज एट विकसित भारत 2047. व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ द टीचर इन @ 2047. अगर विकसित भारत करना है तो हर टीचर्स को, हर स्टूडेंट को उसमें कंट्रीब्यूशन देना जरूरी है. फॉर एग्जांपल इन द दिल्ली, from 9th standards, they are giving the starting the startups. They are providing the 2,000 per student from 9th standard. So that is the entrepreneurship in education. For the entrepreneurship education, so it starts from the school. The Delhi state give the 2,000 per student, and 5 to 6 students are come together forming a group, and startup is started. 2000 में नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता है। फिर अगर हम 10 लोग साथ में आए तो पैसा कितना बनेगा? 20,000। फिर 20,000 में हम तो कुछ कर सकते हैं, राइट? एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एजुकेशन, ये हमको एनईपी 2020 बताता है, ये हमको लाना है। अभी मैंने सुना कि मैडम ने शायद कहा कि उनसे बहुत सारे स्कॉलरशिप्स आ रहे हैं। तो स्कॉलरशिप्स किस लिए आ रहे हैं? तो स्कॉलरशिप्स का मतलब ही आप पढ़ाई लिखाई के साथ साथ काम भी करना है आपको, लेकिन वो काम के लिए पैसे कहाँ से आएगा? तो वो अपने स्कॉलरशिप से आएगा। आप ग्रुप बनाइए स्टूडेंट्स के, और एज पर देयर स्किल, कोई फोटोग्राफी में अच्छा होगा, कोई लिखने में अच्छा होगा। अब ये प्रोग्राम जो सेमिनार ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, हर एक का कंट्रीब्यूशन अलग अलग साइड में, सो यूज दैट स्किल। सो ये एनईपी 2020 में बताया कि आप फोकस करो स्टूडेंट के स्किल के लिए, तो वो आत्मनिर्भर बनेगा। और हर एक स्टूडेंट अगर आत्मनिर्भर बनेगा तो हमारा विकसित राष्ट्र हो जाएगा, हम आत्मनिर्भर जरूर बन जाएंगे। उसी के साथ साथ हमको ह्यूमन वैल्यूज, होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट और ह्यूमन वैल्यूज, इसकी तरफ भी फोकस करना है। सो व्हाट इज दिस होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट? What is this holistic development? What is this inclusive education? Overall development of the students means आपको डेवलपमेंट जो स्टूडेंट का करना है, तो each and every aspect, the teachers know each and every aspect for the development. That is holistic. WHOLE, whole, and HOLE, holistic. There is a difference. फिर ये डिफरेंस क्या है वो हमको मिटाना है। दैट इज द होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट। हर एक एंगल के स्टूडेंट को हमको मोटिवेट करना है, हर एक एंगल के हिसाब से उसको एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करना है। दैट इज द एनईपी 2020। सो इट्स अ टीचर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू फाइंड आउट द पोटेंशियल ऑफ आवर स्टूडेंट एंड एज पर देयर पोटेंशियल गिव द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, so they will definitely work it. So NEP 2020 is this student focused. In NEP 2020 our role is as a facilitator. As a facilitator आपको टीच नहीं करना है, इसमें सबके साथ पढ़ाना है, तभी तो सबका साथ सबका विकास होगा। मैंने बहुत सारी बुकें पढ़ी और आपको पीपीटी बताया और बता दिया, इसका मतलब मैं बहुत होशियार हुई, ऐसा नहीं होता है, राइट? उसका आउटकम क्या है? What is the outcome of your teaching? What is the outcome of your program? Now for this example, this is seminar. What is the outcome of this seminar? We got lot of papers, we organize the presentation, but what is the outcome of this program? ये आपके पास रेडी होना चाहिए, और वो रेडी है इसीलिए प्रोग्राम इंप्लीमेंट हो रहा है। रेडी नहीं होता तो संगीता मैडम पंपलेट नहीं छापती, क्योंकि उसको जवाब देना है ICSR को, व्हाट आर द आउटकम्स ऑफ योर प्रोग्राम, राइट? सो आउटकम बेस्ड एजुकेशन, दिस इज फोकस इन एनईपी 2020। फिर इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन, if you gone through that NEP 2020, so they are focused the inclusive education at the school level as well as the higher education level. So focus the program for the inclusive education. Which kind of the program is required for the inclusive education? Each inclusive education के लिए थोड़ा सा करेक्शन यहाँ पर करना चाहती हूँ। कुछ लोगों को ऐसे लगता है कि जो साइकोलॉजिकली बैकवर्ड है या ऐसे ही लोगों का एजुकेशन मतलब इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन ऐसे लगता है, ऐसा कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है। We each and every person are included in the education, that is known as inclusive education. मैं भी चाहिए उसमें, मेरे दूसरा भी चाहिए, हर एक मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी मल्टीकल्चरल एस्पेक्ट उसमें आना चाहिए, हर एक कल्चर का पर्सन उसमें चाहिए, हर एक एंगल से एक स्टूडेंट उसमें चाहिए। तभी तो आपको ये गुलदस्ता पता है, कोई गुलाब का गुलदस्ता होता है, लेकिन कोई गुलदस्ते में बहुत सारे फूल होते हैं और बड़े अच्छे से लगते हैं। क्यों अच्छे लगते हैं? हर एक फ्लावर का अलग है ना, उसमें उसको कैसे बिठाना है, टाइप्स ऑफ, और फिर एक साथ गुच्छा बनता है, तो वो दैट इज इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन। आपको सबको साथ में लाना है, दैट इज इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन। सो एनईपी फोकसेस दिस काइंड ऑफ द प्रोग्राम। Then again, NEP focuses the language. अपनी भाषा में शिक्षण मिलने से स्टूडेंट का विकास होता है, हर व्यक्ति का विकास उसकी भाषा में होता है. तो बेस्ट एग्जांपल जर्मनी, फ्रांस, ये लोग अपनी भाषा पे फोकस किए, इसीलिए इतने आगे चले गए. हमारे पास भूकंप आया तो हम सब लोग डर जाते हैं. जापान डरता है क्या? नहीं डरता है ना? क्यों नहीं डरता है? उसको पता है ये रोज होने वाला है, अपने को क्या करना है इसके लिए. द सेम फोकस रवींद्रनाथ टागोर, महात्मा गांधी जी, क्या बोले महात्मा गांधी? खेड्याकडे चला. रवींद्रनाथ टागोर नॅचरलिझम, निसर्गातून शिक्षण द्या, है ना? वही हमने एनईपी में फोकस किया है. मतलब स्किल हमारे ही पास है सब, लेकिन हम वो बाहर ढूंढ रहे थे. जैसे ना सर एक्सपर्ट है पीस एजुकेशन के, पीस मिलने के लिए हम हरिद्वार जाएंगे, इधर जाएंगे, उधर जाएंगे, सब सारी दुनिया घूम के आएंगे, लेकिन पीस कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि वो आपके अंदर है, आपके अंदर बसा हुआ है वो, लेकिन आप ढूंढ नहीं पा रहे हैं उसको. इसीलिए कितना भी दूर जा, हिमालय में प्रदेश में अकेला भी गए और ऊपर जाके भी, वैसे हिमालय की चोटी पर भी, तो भी आपको शांति नहीं मिलेगी, क्योंकि शांति आपके अंदर बसी है. वो फाइंड आउट करो, दैट इज द स्किल, वो फाइंड आउट करो. तो एनईपी 2022 इज इंक्लूसिव, हर एक एंगल बताया गया है. एंड हम अभी स्टार्ट किए हैं 23-24 से. आई थिंक सर फर्स्ट ईयर यूनिवर्सिटी मुंबई स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ईयर, BA फर्स्ट ईयर, BCom फर्स्ट ईयर, वॉट एवर इट इज, एंड द PG फर्स्ट ईयर फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट ईयर. तो इस प्रकार से मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी ने उसको स्टार्ट कर दिया है. और 25 में स्कूल के लिए वो कंपलसरी हो जाएगा, कि बहुत सारे वर्कशॉप एज अ रिसोर्स पर्सन ऑफ एनईपी 2020 4 दिसंबर 2022 में एक सेमिनार CBSE स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल्स के लिए रखा गया था, एंड आई वाज द रिसोर्स पर्सन फॉर दैट सेमिनार. सो उसमें हमने बहुत तरीके से, CB शर्मा सर भी थे उसी में, तो हमने बहुत तरीके से अच्छी तरह से उनको अवेयर कर दिया, क्योंकि अवेयरनेस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेज. विदाउट अवेयरनेस, जैसे मैंने कहा कि वो एनईपी आई है, पता नहीं क्या है उसमें, वो पढ़ेंगे कैसे आप? उसके लिए आपको लोगों को मोटिवेट करना पड़ेगा, और मोटिवेट मैं तभी कर पाऊंगी जब मैंने पढ़ी हूँ. अगर मैंने पढ़ी है तो मैं बता पाऊंगी उसमें क्या है. सो एनईपी 2020 में ये बहुत सारे एस्पेक्ट है. फिर मल्टीपल एंट्री है, मल्टीपल एग्जिट है, हमारा आईटेप भी उसी की तरह कैसे आया है, मेजर माइनर सब्जेक्ट. सो ऑल दिस फोकसेस इन द एनईपी 2020. सो आई वुड नॉट टेक द मच मोर टाइम because we eagerly waiting for our today's expert, Mishra ji sir. So thank you very much for inviting me and addressing you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I am sure what we have taken from here today will be with us for the rest of our lives. And awareness starts the first step. The rest is for you to cover. All the best on that. Consciously we teach what we know, unconsciously we teach who we are. We have amongst us Professor Dr. Loknath Mishra. Sir is MSc in Math, MA in Economics, Masters in Education and PhD in Education. Working as Professor and Head currently in the Department of Education, Mizoram University. Sir has visited various countries for his contribution outside of India. As an academic purpose person, he has also published 116 papers in national and international journals, 19 books, and 32 chapters in an edited book. As National Coordinator of National Resource Center, he had developed 40 modules under Ministry of Education, 10 research projects under Ministry of Women and Child Development, National Commission for Women, Icssr, NEC and NCRT New Delhi. Professor Mishra is the editor-in-chief of 2 international journals. In 2013, he was also awarded as the Peace Ambassador by Global Peace Foundation India. I'm sure I'm missing out on various things, sir. Please do forgive me for that. But I'm honored to call upon stage our chief guest to address our audience with his invaluable perspectives on NEP 2020. I'm definite his enormous expertise and experience in the field of education will undoubtedly enrich our understanding and enable us to comprehend the practical implication of the policy better.
Thank you. Very good morning to all of you. Honorable management of this college, Oriental College of Education, my friend Dr. Professor Sunita ji, principal of this college, principal of other colleges, and colleagues, faculty members, student friends, and media persons. First of all, I give a thanks to Madam Principal Ma'am of this college to invite me to deliver a speech or chief guest, rather not a chief guest. I am a learner from you. I will learn something from you. Anyway, we will discuss about the NEP 2020 and this a roadmap to renovation and inclusion in learning. Madam has already deliberated this about inclusion and awareness. Let me start from the awareness where Madam stopped. Let me start from that point. Uh, when we talk about the awareness, this is a 65 pages document, very comprehensive document, and when we go through it, we'll find much more things, and we have to create that awareness among the students, among the teachers, among the parents, among the society, also among the this what we call different kinds of society, or so far as education is concerned, teacher, student, and parents, okay, or community, what you tell. We have already implemented in Mizoram is a state where I am working. I am basically from Odisha. I am working as there in Mizoram Central University. Mizoram is a state who has implemented this NEP 2020 first in the country. So, what are the struggles we face for implementing this NEP 2020? Whenever we in university setting, it is no such problems we face. First, the teacher said that why I will go to the other classes. There's the extra load. When we talk about multidisciplinary, first of all, the NEP 2020 is saying multidisciplinary institution or multidisciplinary. NEP should be focuses on NEP focuses on only the multidisciplinary approach. What is multidisciplinary approach? Students from chemistry can take music as a subject. Okay, so when the chemistry student enter the music teacher said the workload is my workload increases. Why I will take this extra burden? So that in order to settle that situation, we have settled that situation in university level. But whenever we go to the undergraduate colleges, they have the same problem. Undergraduate colleges are different. Okay, so somewhere the music may not be there, somewhere philosophy may not be there, somewhere physics may not be there. So there are so many differences comes. Finally, the government of Mizoram taken the initiative. All subjects should be available in all colleges, and they have started the recruitment process also. So we have implemented slowly. We will overcome all these things. Let us come to whenever we talk about multidisciplinary institution, come to the teacher education institution. We are a teacher education institution, come to the teacher education institution. When you talk about teacher education institution, the standalone teacher education institution will be stopped by 2030. This is the NEP 2020 mandate. So we have to open the undergraduate courses or postgraduate courses like physics, chemistry, bachelor in physics, bachelor in chemistry, bachelor in mathematics, like that, or bachelor in history, or political science or sociology, like that. So the standalone institution will be converted to multidisciplinary institution. So in order to develop or establish the multidisciplinary institution, how multiple the private management may agree or not agree, that is a question. The management of in government institutions, so it will open, no problem. Even if after 2030 there will no medical university, there will no this pharmacy university or teacher education university, there is no law university, or there is no separate university for each individual subject. They all will be multidisciplinary institution, that NEP 2020 said. Why multidisciplinary institution? We will give stress, or we will empower the students in all the subjects. What the students want, that we will give to the students. We will not force that students to go to physics, chemistry, mathematics. We will not go force the students go to chemistry, botany, zoology, or we will not give the force that study this philosophy, psychology, like this. Okay, so there is a one major and another is one minor subject. One major means if you are physics major, your minor subject is different. Okay, so that will be a multidisciplinary institution. Then cropping of this non-standard teacher education institution, as per this report 2014 report, regulations, or the Justice Burma Commission said there are more than 10,000 institutions who are not teacher education institutions who are not performing well in the country. So the government of India is planning to frame a light but right action in order to stop these 10,000 institutions. Those who are not performing well, I am very sorry that to say that those who are not performing well means those nowadays I am not blaming the teacher education system. Nowadays students are not coming to the teacher education institutions. They will sit in the home and they will pass the B.Ed course. Is it or not? I have visited many part of the country, and also more than 17 or 18 countries I have visited. That I have seen in our country, students this is a professional course. Whenever if you don't know about the internship, how you will enter to the teacher education system, or how will you be a teacher? And some countries, some states, non-attendance is there. I am not giving the name of the state. I have visited for NAC purpose, and there is a system. If you will not come for the practical 10,000, you will not come for the internship 20,000, like that. So this is a public platform. I don't want to reveal all these things. So this type of teacher education system is going on in our country. So government of India is trying to make to take stringent action against them, and so that's why the NAC process or everything is going on slowly. Okay, so my question is that, or my point is that, if he doesn't want to swim, okay, if somebody don't know how to swim, if you pull to him to the pond, what is the status of that person? अगर किसको तैरना नहीं आता है, अगर आप उसको फोर्स करके पॉन्ड में डाल दोगे तो क्या होगा? डूब के मर जाएगा. ऐसे ही हमारा टीचर एजुकेशन सिस्टम हो रहा है एट प्रेजेंट. जो टीचर बनना नहीं चाह रहे, कितने लोग बाई बर्थ या बाई हार्ट दे आर कमिंग फॉर ए टीचर एजुकेशन सिस्टम. वेरी गुड. By choice.
By choice, by accident.
I am giving you one example. I have conducted a study Maharashtra, not Maharashtra, Mumbai, this Rajasthan, Odisha, and Mizoram. Three state I have taken, एंड इसमें ज्यादा लोग पेरेंट्स का ओपिनियन हमने लिया, तो वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि हम वो लड़की है टीचर बन जाएगी तो शादीशुदा करा देंगे तो वो अच्छा हो जाएगा। ये उड़ीसा का परसेप्शन है, ठीक है। देन राजस्थान का परसेप्शन विद द सेम परसेप्शन फॉर पेरेंट्स। So maximum, I am not blaming Madam maximum. That's why the teacher education system maximum girls are coming. I am not blaming. Sorry. Okay. What is the fact?
What about perception of Mizoram?
Mizoram is also Mizoram. The perception is Mizoram is it is the job, secure job. The Mizoram is secure job. They will get the job because that is a female dominated society. Even if in the shop you will find all the females in northeast belt, total northeast belt, so all females will do hard work. Okay, so that is the difference. So my point is here, what I want to say, by choice or by something from the heart, that we are not coming to the teaching profession. That's why the NEP 2020 said the ITEP program implemented. Why ITEP? Because those who are coming for the teacher education system, they will not go outside first. I am a product of this BSc B.Ed 4-year integrated course, RI Bhubaneswar. In 1900, what is 80, 91 to 91. So RI Bhubaneswar implemented in 1964 4-year integrated course. Still it is going on. Our time honors was there. What we did for honors मिलने के लिए हम पढ़ रहे थे, हम टीचर बनने के लिए नहीं पढ़ रहे थे वहाँ RI भुवनेश्वर में। 4 साल का कोर्स बीएससी फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मैथमेटिक्स कर लिया, उसके बाद हम एमएससी मैथमेटिक्स कर लिया, उसके बाद अगर कुछ नहीं मिला तो हमको टीचर एजुकेशन बन जाओ, टीचर बन जाओ, ये सिस्टम था। तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एनईपी 2020 कह रहा है जो लोग टीचर एजुकेशन को आ रहे हैं वो टीचर एजुकेशन में रहे, टीचर बन के रहे। वी आर शॉर्टेज ऑफ टीचर्स इन इंडिया, तो इसीलिए वो आईटेप प्रोग्राम ला रहा है, 4-year इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्स ला रहा है। उसमें हम डुअल डिग्री देंगे। डुअल डिग्री इन द सेंस इट इज ए कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ कंटेंट एंड पेडागोजी। कंटेंट इज, हम क्या करते थे, हमारे पास कंटेंट मालूम नहीं है, हम पेडागोजी दे रहे हैं, हमारे पेडागोजी नहीं है, हम कंटेंट को मालूम कर रहे थे। तो बोथ कंटेंट एंड पेडागोजी होना चाहिए। कंटेंट अगर हम a+b² हमको मालूम नहीं है तो हम कैसे पढ़ाएंगे, कैसे मालूम होगा हमको? वी शुड हैव एनरिच विथ कंटेंट। हमको कंटेंट एनरिचमेंट होना चाहिए, उसके बाद हम उसका एप्लीकेशन कैसे पेडागोजी देंगे, वो पेडागोजी पार्ट को करेंगे। तो इसलिए दैट्स व्हाई द एनईपी 2020 सेड the ITEP implementation of ITEP integrated teacher education program, BA B.Ed, BSc B.Ed and BCom B.Ed. I started in my department BCom B.Ed. It is the first in India, BCom B.Ed, because I have seen that BCom person, many more BCom students, graduates are coming for B.Ed. Even if I am planning to start BVoc B.Ed and that BTech B.Ed. Why BTech B.Ed? Even if maximum students, why BTech are coming for B.Ed? They are not getting a degree after doing this BTech. Sorry, job. So this, when they come to B.Ed, they easily get that job. They want that they will get the job in B.Ed. So why not BTech B.Ed we will offer the students? And that's why the vocational education system also NEP 2020 implemented in school education. And we have to prepare the vocational teacher. I am giving one example why vocational concept come, earning while learning. When I was in a principal in a aided college in Muradabad, near to Muradabad, Bijnor. इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम होता है हमारा, तो इंटर्नशिप में मैंने एज ए प्रिंसिपल विजिट किया था। एक स्टूडेंट बाहर घूम रहा था, क्लास 9 स्टूडेंट। तो मैंने उनको पूछा कि आप क्यों बाहर घूम रहे हैं? ना सर, मैडम जो पढ़ा रहे हैं हम पढ़ लिए हैं, मैंने कहा क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं? ना मैडम अकबर के बारे में पढ़ा रहे हैं। मैंने कहा तो ऐसे क्यूरियोसिटी में हमने पूछ लिया कि क्या अकबर का पिताजी का नाम बताओ। उन्होंने मुझे बताया। जब मेरे पिताजी का नाम मुझे याद नहीं है, मैं अकबर पिताजी का नाम याद करके क्या करूं? दिन आई वाज एस्टोनिश। क्या कहा कि उन्होंने बोला कि सर वो जो पढ़ा रहे हैं हम पढ़ चुके हैं। उस टाइम को अगर जाके मेरे पिताजी के साथ जो ठेले पे केला बेच रहा है रास्ते पे, उस टाइम को हम यूज करेंगे तो मुझे कुछ अर्निंग होगा, तो मैं क्यों इसको पढ़ूंगा? आई हैव सीन इट, आई हैव लर्न इट। तो ये मुझे ये लगा। तो हमने जब आई वाज द पार्ट ऑफ दिस एनईपी व्हेन एनईपी वाज शकीला शमसू वाज द सेक्रेटरी of that NEP document. I was the part of the पंडित मदन मोहन मालवीय मिशन फॉर टीचर एंड टीचिंग। वो कंसेप्ट हमने दिया था। So earning while learning is necessary. That is also in our Sanskrit, in our Odia one, or there is a proverb. प्रथमे अर्जितं विद्या, द्वितीय अर्जितं धन, तृतीय अर्जितं कर्म, चतुर्थ किं करिष्यामि विम। Means first stage you have to earn. You have to learn. Second, you have to earn. Okay. Third stage, by earning whatever you earn, you utilize it for the development of the society. Fourth stage, you will not do anything. There are 4 stages of life. So this concept, when vocational education or earning and learning, earning while learning, it comes in NEP. If you go through it, that is the system. And what madam said, that is vocal for local. I am telling you, we are degrading. We are telling, everybody is saying that degradation of quality, degradation of quality. Why degradation of quality? What is the quality? Let me speak, give an example. Suppose हम कह रहे हैं कि फलाना दुकान में बड़ा पाव अच्छा मिलता है. Why that फलाना दुकान is famous? What quality? What is that quality? Yes, the process, the product, the input, the process, and the product. Okay, what are the ingredients he uses for this bada pav? Okay, then that is the input. Then process, how it process, he process it. Yes or no? Then the product is the good quality bada pav. Okay, so that's why we are saying that this Peter England site is very good, this famous. That is the quality. So the ingredients, the inputs, the process, and the product. In similarly, the education system, the input, the process, and the product is there. The input is what we are giving. We as a teacher, madam, what madam said, that we are the facilitator. In the present society, we have to change. Present society, we have to change. Everybody is palm. Everything is in your palm. Okay, the whole world is shrinking to a global village now. So suppose we are not listening now when every teacher's voice or teachers what he want to teach, we are not listening. The students are doing, they are searching the Google. The same thing, if I will search everything, I will find in the Google, then why I will enter to the class? So we have to change ourselves. The teacher has to play a role. If everything is written in whatever it is written in the book, if I want to teach in front of the students, they will not come to the class. I myself giving an example. When I was an MAd student at Sambalpur, Dr. PMIAC, I was somebody is teaching, and that was is written in the book. She is detecting, that madam is detecting, and I said, madam, you give me and I will xerox it. So that is the thing. Now the NEP said about this, teacher will act as a facilitator. So whatever written in the book, don't come and deliver the same lecture to this in front of the students. If students feels that he will learn something from the teachers, or he or she अगर वो सोचेगा कि हम अगर इस टीचर का क्लास आज नहीं करेंगे तो हमको कुछ मिस करेंगे, तो वो you are a successful teacher. It depends upon the students. Another one thing NEP is saying that this vocal for local, what I am telling about this vocal for local, you identify what was locally available in your state or in your what teaching learning material available in your locality. Suppose you want to go to a school, village school or rural belt school, you are a physics teacher, you want to demonstrate prism. You don't have a prism. How you will demonstrate prism? That is, I am giving, and that is an example I am giving. You just do this paper just like मूंगफली खाते हैं ना हम, ऐसे करके इसको ऐसे कोनिकल शेप में बना दो और उसमें लोकल डस्ट रेता मिलेगा और कंच का डस्ट उसमें डाल दो और इसको थोड़ा सा छेद कर दो, छेद करके जिस दिशा में सनलाइट आता है उसी दिशा में लगा के इसको थोड़ा सा ऐसे घुमाओ, घुमाने के बाद वो रिफ्लेक्शन आएगा, दैट इज प्रिज्म. सो लोकली अवेलेबल प्रोडक्ट, इसमें कुछ पैसा लगा, कुछ भी पैसा नहीं लगा. सो यू विल डेवलप दैट इज क्रिएटिविटी. सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस एनईपी स्ट्रेंथनिंग अबाउट आवर इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम. जो IKS आजकल चल रहा है, इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम, एवरीथिंग इज इन इंडिया. Starting from our great epic Mahabharata, Ramayana and other things, everything is written there. But we have to identify that. हम लोग दूसरे दिशा में जा रहे हैं. If you go to Finland, you will find most of the teachers are Indian. Finland is बहुत बड़ा है, एजुकेशन में अच्छा है ना. I have visited Finland. Most of the teachers in school, you will find they are Indians. Even if the school teacher's salary is equivalent to a professor's salary, there is no discrimination in Finland. Teacher means teacher, whether he is a primary school teacher, secondary school teacher, or professor, university teacher, whatever may be. Teacher is a teacher. So, I have visited another. I am sharing my another experience. I have visited US Pennsylvania University. There is a Indian scientist. He developed this chemistry, the nanochemistry, you know, nanochemistry or something like that. A big lab he developed. He is the product of this Pennsylvania University. And after getting job, he earned some money. After that money he utilized for his this in development of this lab and for this university. That is what we call alumni member. Okay. So how many alumni members are contributing in our country? Nobody is contributing, but some few members are contributing some things about this IITs and so dedication is required. That's why in NEP also it is clearly written. Okay, strengthening the student community. That is clearly written. So we have to implement this NEP 2020. The implementation part is in our hand as a teacher, two major stakeholders, teacher and student. Students will follow or go through the NEP document, and a teacher as a teacher, we have to follow the document and we have to go through the document and we have to know what are the bit and bit, we have to know how to implement it. That is very important in our teacher education system. It is in our hand. So I once again thank you to all the first the management member and the principal of this college and all the students and madam principals and all other college principals, faculty members. Have a patience. You have a patience to listen me. Thank you very much. Thanks once again.
I'm sure, sir, your valuable words and the issues that we have to look forward as not teachers, not learners, as educators. So if we look at through that point of view, I think we should progress more than what we are here today. Okay, I urge all of you to approach this seminar with an open mind and a willingness to embrace change. As we embark on this educational reform, it is crucial to foster a collaborative spirit, working together to overcome challenges and seize the numerous opportunities that NEP 2020 entails for us. Let us therefore harness the potential of NEP 2020 to create a brighter future for us and the generation next. To flag off officially today's seminar, we have Swati Suryanarayan, student of second year BEd from Oriental College of Education, who will be guiding us through the paper presentations for technical session 1 and also the first paper presenter for today. And I would also like to introduce Meghna Kasat and Mehvish, students of second year and first year from Oriental College of Education as the official reporters for the technical session 1. I welcome you all on board. Thank you. I take my leave and may the seminar be a resourcing success.
Hello. Happy morning, everyone. Still 5 minutes to go, so I take the liberty to call happy morning, everyone. I am Swati Suryanarayan, student second year BEd of Oriental College of Education. It's an immense pleasure and privilege and honor to present my paper amongst the august guests. So my topic I have chosen is LEAP, Learner Engagement and Empowerment Program. That is, I'm going to highlight on gamification is the new direction in education. So let me take you through this journey of gamification. Teaching and learning is just not cocooned to chalk and board. Yes, you all know that was a traditional system of chalk and board. Fine. What happens for a plant? What do you require for a plant? It requires proper atmosphere, proper, we can say, sunlight, adequate NPK, water, air to nurture that particular plant into beautiful blossoming with flowers. Similarly, a child also is just like a plant. How are we going to blossom it to the fullest potential? Now, we require a magical wand, right? Why we require a magical wand? Because student learners are very different. Because a mango tree gives a mango fruit and an orange tree gives an orange fruit. You cannot interchange and exchange fruits. So, who is the magical wand? Nothing but our NEP 2020. Who is the magical wand? Who is going to give us that wand to the teachers to sway with it and create imaginations and take our children to the next level? So what is a magical wand? Our NEP is a magical wand. And with the wand, what we require? We require some magical spells. What are those spells? They are nothing but my innovative pedagogies which they have been bestowed on us. Fine? Very good. What is the ultimatum they are going to aim? They are aiming to bring in the 4 skills which are very important for a learner. What are the 4 skills? Cooperation, collaboration, critical thinking, and problem solving. So our eminent guests have already told us about the different types of pedagogies which are open to us and which we have to really go through as a teacher and to build a future prospect of a child. So I have listed out all the different types of pedagogies which have been given by the NEPs. So my aim or focus is phygital world. So slowly, sir has told about vocal for local. I'm going to take you another destination called the physical world, where the physical and the digital world will get into the collaboration. Yes, it is very different. So, how are we going to do it? So, I have taken the concept of games. Games, yes, we all have played games. It is not like none of us have played games. We all have played games, either the indoor game or the outdoor game. And what do we follow in all the games? Goals. Yes, what is a goal? You take a ludo, you take a chess, you take a hockey, whatever games, that is a goal. And for achieve the goal, we always have a rule, isn't it? If we break the rule, the referee will always show an yellow card. Please get out of the game. So, and always there are challenges and conflicts. And plus, there is a feedback given when the game is played. So you will say you have played the game in a right way, you have cheated, you have excelled. So there are other feedbacks which are given. Now you'll be wondering how game is got into NEP. Very simple. There are two types of things I'm going to concentrate on. Previous slide, sir. Previous. Game-based learning and gamification. You may think it is all synonyms. Alright, games and gamification, it's all synonyms. No, I beg to differ. Game-based learning, so there are so many different types of games which are available in the market. What is the purpose? It is not sitting with the laptop and your mobile and keep playing and scoring marks. No, there is an intention of bringing the rules of the games in the form of learning. How is that possible? And there are several apps which are available to it. One of the best example is Duolingo. Very simple. I am a South Indian. I have come to Maharashtra. I should know to speak to Marathi. How will I learn? So there is an app called Duolingo. You may say I've grown big. No, it could be for any age, your any level. You can come down and you can use that app called Duolingo to learn the local language. Next one is gamification. Oh, you may say I'm using it, I'm just extending it. No. Gamification is a place, it's a thing where I'm going to use all the rules of the games. But in a non-game situation, where is a non-game situation? It is nothing but our classroom. Yes, our classroom is a place where I'm going to bring in the gamification concept. Swati, how am I going to tap in? The tap in of the learners. How am I going to do it? There are three components for it. They are called autonomy. Autonomy in the sense the person, the learner, will automatically go and play the game by the purpose of ultimatum is what you're going to achieve your learner outcome. And how am I going to do it? It is not by a carrot and stick. Swati is willingly will come and she'll open the game and she'll say, ensure, okay, I am going to do it. So that is autonomy. Second thing is competency. What is competency? Very simple. What you require when you play a game? A challenge and a skill. What will happen if the challenge is too dull? What do you see? Arey yaar, what a boring thing, right? The same thing, I'm a very skillful person. I'm very good in numbers because our learners are of different categories. So that's why I told you in the beginning, we are oranges and mangoes. We cannot equate them. So when they are different learners, what we require, the skill also should be different. So in gamification, that is possible because there will be different levels and that will really help the child to choose which one you want, and plus we will achieve what is required. There's nothing but our learning outcome and the 4 important skills as given by our NEP 2020. Okay. Next one is relatedness. One more. Relatedness means we are social human beings. We never want to stay alone or aloof. So relatedness in gamification, in your leaderboard or in your dashboard, it will be showing you how the student has performed or not. How is your peer doing it? Is there any scope of improvement? A source of importance is also given. So So these are the different tools which are available in the market. So please change. These are the different tools available in the market. So I have applied the theory of flow and gamification in the classroom. So you will find here there are 4 types: P1, P2, P3, and P4. My ultimatum, my student, my learner has to achieve is P4. That is where the challenge and the skill they match and they're really interested in studying and doing things rather than they should not feel bored. Arey, kya ho gaya hai? So yes, so I want to achieve this. So the impact on learners, what is it? The intrinsic motivation, what has happened? We all secrete several hormones, and one of the hormone which is very important for motivation, the dopamine, the adrenal rush, what we get when we achieve something. That is what I want to build in the students. We want to achieve something and they want to do something. So the last, how impact of gamification on laws of learning. We all know one is laws of readiness because the learner is always ready to go into any type of game or whatever they are ready. Law of exercise, because we get prompt feedback, so they are ready for anything. Law of effect we can use because since there is a positive motivation, learning experience happens and the learning outcome also is got. Law of intensity, and because we have a full concentration given by the child. Law of primacy. Primacy refers to the first impression is the best impression. So when we are trying to introduce a topic through a game, the first impression is the best impression. If it is flawed, then always A plus B is equal to B minus C. We'll never say A plus B equal to B plus A. And the last one, law of recency. Recency refers to we always tend to remember what is taught in the class in the recent time and not what we have done in the first term. So how to improve it? We say summer vacation aaya, to bhul gaye hum log. So how are we going to do it? That my gamification is going to do it. So I conclude that though NEP has given us several pathways how to bring in the new system, I have chosen the topic of gamification. And the best thing, I know India is a diverse with the demography, the type of pattern of people we live, but change is not impossible. We must fight for the change just the way we did during COVID. So let's leap to the leap.
Thank you, Swati. That was a beautiful presentation. The paper is open for questions. Mics to be provided? Yes. Yes. Can someone provide the microphone to the participant there? Okay, you tell the question. She might hear.
Gamification is a new topic. So gamification would increase screen time. So how would you control that?
See, there are two types of control we have to bring in. One from the parents, the other from the teacher side. So when we prepare a timetable, so from the parents, there is a separate parental control that we have to make aware of the parent before we bring in such a system into school. And when regarding the teacher, what we have to do, school time we have 8 periods and we must be trying to divide between 4 and 4. In that 4 period, how one period can be allocated. It could be weekly twice or weekly thrice. So we can have a huge control because we will be having the login password and login entry. So just like that, we won't be allowing the student to enter it.
Any more questions?
Are our teachers and parents are ready to accept it?
See, change is a possible thing. If you don't change, we are just stagnant. So be ready to embrace the change.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Yes.
See, when NEP 2020 was introduced, the main goal was 6% of our GDP must be devoted for education. Right now, for past 4 years, we are only devoted 2.9%. So there's a huge gap where our still government can spend, and as Sir told, like Pandit Madan Mohan Malwa teacher training program, national skill development, there are several other things which our government is trying to bring in. So from 2.9% to 6%, we will surely do it.
Thank you, Swati. I now call upon our next presenter, Ms. Gangotri Power. As Benjamin Franklin rightly quoted, tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Gangotri Pawar, feel blessed and delighted to present my paper on the topic Adventure in Education, unveiling the pedagogical potentials of activities and games for enhancing teaching and learning experience. As NEP 20, next slide. NEP 2020 emphasizes on inclusive education structure where activities and games play a vital role in the development of an individual or a child. It supports various inculcating of things like assessment, pedagogies, curriculum, all need to work on. Various emphases were included on inclusive educational structure, advanced educational culture, experiential learning, holistic development, gamification, better perception, and activity-based learning. All these things, plus more things, are already mentioned or emphasized in our NEP 2020. Now, what is this teaching learning process? Now, this teaching learning process is a process of transferring knowledge, molding the attitudes and behavior, inculcating values, fostering to accepting the each and every child in your class, and providing them with the 21st century skill. Here we are looking into not only just skills, but yes, 21st century skills. Now, when I did this research, it was a short research which I did. This were the following hypothesis which I was looking into. That is how to understand the importance and effects of activity-based learning and gamification in the regular classroom learning. What are the barriers while we perform this activity-based learning and gamification? And to relate the learning outcomes, to renovate the different ways where NEP will help us to follow all these things in our students. Now, basically here I have looked into two major aspects, that is activity-based learning and gamification. Now, activity-based learning, also called as ABL, is basically nothing but activity-based learning where students participate in activities that involve learning activities.
So what kind of the program or what kind of the data you have collected and what are the answer of that question? For example, this madam presented phenomenological study. Okay,
Yes, yes.
the question आणि त्याचे त्यांनी percentage responses count केले. So that response is there are the outcomes. These people give the 10% response for this question, 2% response, whatever it is. And on that responses, she conclude one outcome. That is the research. But I think that's the night. So, but both the presenters are very good, and this is your first attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very good attempt. Means congratulations to Sangeeta madam who provide a platform to the beginners for presenting their papers and presenting their ideas. Very good. Congratulations.
Sir, references actually because of the shortage of time we cannot put it on the PPT, but I think all the papers in the book the references will surely come. It is there in mine also. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, I call upon Shilpa Tripathi to present a paper.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. A very warm welcome to all dignitaries present here and my dear friends. I am Shilpa Tripathi, SYBEd student from Oriental College of Education, Sanpada. Today I feel privileged to share my insights on the topic transforming Indian education, unveiling the potential of flipped classroom model in for enhanced learning experience. Education is not filling of a pail, but it is lighting of a fire. Today, educational institutions are adopting innovative, flexible, and student centric teaching methods, moving away from traditional approaches. One of the popular methods is flipped classroom. So, what is flipped classroom model? As you can see in the in the screen on the screen, in a flipped classroom set, in a how it is different from a traditional setting. In a traditional setting, you go to a lecture, then teacher gives you a homework, and the homework you have to do it on your own at home. So this is a traditional classroom model. In a flipped classroom, you reverse the order. You give the child a homework, not the difficult one, but only to get the basics of the content. So you give the lecture, you give a homework to the child. The child does the homework, and when the child comes to the class, he or she is prepared with the basic prior knowledge of the content. So in this way, the class time is utilized for more meaningful activities, for in-depth understanding.
the journey of flipped classroom. Any questions, please?
What aspects of this flipped classroom model do you find the most beneficial?
So as I mentioned during my presentation, I feel the best part is it incorporates both technology. It is not only about online learning, and so it incorporates technology as well as it and the traditional classroom method. Like classroom is also there and online is also there. So it is incorporating both the aspects. And secondly, which I find it most best the benefit is it creates self motivated learners. Like we are not students now wait for teachers to like when they will take the class, then we will learn, and then the class time is just wasted away in the lecture. So after the lecture, many of the students have not still understood the concept. So if the basics of the student can go through nowadays, like there are many, if the even if the content is recorded, so it creates a database also for it can be reused. And so yes, so it creates independent lifelong learners, so changing the mindset. So that is the main thing I feel makes it this model a good model. Thank you.
Which subject do you think that aligns well with flipped classroom learning?
Okay, this model can be used for any subject. It depends on the creativity of the teacher. The teacher has the freedom to use creativity to apply this model. But I feel maybe for subjects like maths, science, coding, engineering, this where in-depth understanding, where hands-on activities are needed, and in higher education, I feel this will be more useful. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shilpa Tripathi. Next, I call upon Ms. Meghna Kasit.
Good afternoon, everyone. I feel really privileged presenting my paper before you. So today, I'm presenting a conceptual paper titled Gamification in Education, the Role of Coding. Okay. Currently, today, we are living in the era of digitalization. We cannot imagine even a minute without our mobile phones. The moment we get free, a teacher walks out of the class, we get out of the car, we stop driving, we have the phones in our hand, and we start browsing through social media or any other things that are important to us. If not on mobile phones, we are working on our laptops. So basically, technology is all pervasive today. It has completely surrounded us. Hence, we consider coding to be a really very important skill now. Coding basically is nothing but a computer language. It leads to logical thinking, problem solving. So it's not only a language, but children are also getting to know many different things. They are learning a wholesome part of education. It also prepares children for the job market, since we know today that most of the jobs are dominated by data science, by computer science. And for this reason, we have to be ready. We have to keep the children ready to take up jobs that would demand technology skills. And also, it has the power to transform any country into a global knowledge superpower. So coding now, according to the National Education Policy 2020, is going to be a compulsory subject from class 6 onwards. Implementing that is a completely different part. But in the highly digitalized post-pandemic world, specifically during the times of COVID, the use of technology gained great heights. We were using a lot of apps. Children started learning online. They started having online classes. Many courses were offered online. And then what we have seen is a boom in the digital sector, the IT industry. And today, most of the institutes also provide a combination of hybrid education, which is online as well as offline mode. So definitely, coding and online education has become very, very important. When we come to think of coding, it's just like a language in which we talk to the computers when we demand them, when we instruct them to do many things via programming. These common programming coding languages are Python, HTML, C, C++. Children as early as 6 or 7 years can begin to learn coding. And that is the reason the NEP has implemented this from class 6. Why at such a young age? We think it would generally be very, very difficult for a child to learn a new language, and that too a technical language at this age, when we ourselves are facing a lot of difficulty at this age. But the main reason being that children learn languages in their earliest years. That lays the foundation. It helps them to build a stronger language. Students at this age are also very, very creative, and hence the NEP plans to capture them young. The younger you start to learn a skill, the younger we start to learn a language, the more likely we are to capture them young. And that is the reason the NEP has been implemented from class 6 onwards.
for decoding what is coding and its importance. Any questions, please?
A country like India, where the geography of India is very uneven, then how can the coding reach to the disadvantages and marginalized section of the country?
Okay, so there are many steps. Definitely, right now, coding is mostly available for the very well to do families and the rich people. But even the private edtech companies have taken a lot of efforts to reach the grassroots level. So they also have offers where they are providing laptops, etc., on EMI to the marginalized sections so that the children can start learning coding. But definitely, the situation will be better once the NEP is implemented so that even the lowest of the lowest levels can learn coding.
AI replace human efforts.
AI, to quite some extent, has replaced human efforts. We are surviving because of the internet right now for everything that we are doing, but we should not allow it to happen. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Meghna. Now I call upon Pimpri Datta ma'am to take us further.
Okay, it was indeed a very informative first technical session. Before we move ahead with our lunch, that is the next segment, I know we all are very hungry, but what we have come across in the first technical session, starting from our chief guest speech about the 65 long page NEP 2020 policy, which is now our main agenda to focus on, to learn about it, to go in depth of it, and to empower ourselves to implement the policy. Our principal ma'am and Magri ma'am has also emphasized on the importance of us as educators to implement that in a very grassroots level. We have to be aware ourselves first as teachers. We have to be inquirers first, and then probably we will be able to implement them. To start off with our technical sessions, we had 4 paper presentations in the first technical session, starting off with Swati Suryanarayan. She had her paper on gamification. She focused on Digital World, the gamification theory of flow, given by Thorndike, I think. And also, she had talked about how there is a relation between game and gamification, and both are different in its terms. Next, we had Miss Gangotri Power. She had talked about the adventures of ability-based classroom activities that can be done inclusive of games. The third paper was given by Shilpa Tripathi. She had spoken again on the flipped classroom and the differences between the traditional classes and the advantages of having the flipped classroom in our traditional classes. And the last paper was given by Meghna Kasar. She had again chosen the topic on gamification, specifically on coding, and how coding in NEP 2020 is now a very compulsory uh, language that is to be implemented in school learners, starting from school learners and going to higher education. So this was a wrap up for technical session 1. We shall meet again after our lunch break, which is of 30 minutes. So sharp at 1:30, we will be meeting again for our next technical session 2 for the next paper presentations. Thank you.